Hello, this is my review of Grindhouse, directed by Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Okay, so first up is the directing of Grindhouse. It's weird to do the directing because it's two films in one, and I think the directing on both pictures is very well done. Obviously they're two very good directors. I think that in the context of what they were trying to do for this picture, Robert Rodriguez did a bit better. I think Planet Terror was much more of an exploitation film than Death Proof. Although if you were to watch the films separately, I think Death Proof is a better film. But in this film, Planet Terror is a better half. But the shots that Rodriguez uses, some of the just pointless shots, just purely of let's just shoot this for the sake of exploitation, sexually, violently, etc, etc. Tarantino on the other hand just kind of did his normal thing, and I think he's a bit arrogant with that. No offence, I still love his style, I still love all his films, but I think that he didn't seem to try to change it for the context of doing a Grindhouse film. Death Proof wasn't something that went in with the style of the film, in my opinion. I'd give the directing of Grindhouse a 8 out of 10. I was quite impressed with the music in Grindhouse. I thought the score used for Planet Terror was very good, and the soundtrack in Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof also I enjoyed very much. So I enjoyed the music for two different reasons. I felt that if Tarantino had used an original score, it wouldn't have worked as well, and if Rodriguez had used a soundtrack, then it wouldn't have worked as well. So I was very happy with the music used in the clips. So they're sticking to their normal styles, and I think they should stick with that, and if they'd done something different it wouldn't have worked as well. I'm going to give the music a 7 out of 10. The acting in Death Proof was something that could have gone very wrong if the characters had taken it too over the top like the original films, or if they had played it too serious it wouldn't have worked out as well. But I think there was a good balance in them, with over the top acting and being silly working out very well, and the seriousness of the roles also worked out very well. I'd give the acting a 9 out of 10. I was very happy with the writing of the films. I felt that both films were written very well. I enjoyed the plot of Death Proof and Planet Terror a lot, and the in-between trailers I enjoyed very much. Very amusing, very funny. Everyone else in the cinema got the humour in them and understood them, which I felt that if they'd done wrong could have turned out very wrong. Also, the dialogue in them, especially in Death Proof, is very well written, as Tarantino does very well. I'd give the writing a 10 out of 10. It might seem like this. I'd give the writing a 10 out of 10, because I think it's very well written, the dialogue is very well written, and if there's anything that seems to be wrong with it, then that's the way it's meant to be. I think they work that in very well. I'd say that to watch this film you'd really have to be in the mood for it. Watching each separate one would be easier than watching the full Grindhouse show, and really have to be in the mood to watch the full Grindhouse picture and be willing to sit through it all. Although it's unlike 2001 Space Odyssey, that's something that's very difficult to sit through all in one go unless you're really in the mood for it. But this film is something you can watch if you've got lots of spare time and have good fun watching it. It's a very entertaining film. I'd give the rewatch value a 8 out of 10. Overall, I'd give Grindhouse 84%.